Hello, mate.
Rory.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are
Oh,
you?
man, tad late. Yeah, not
That's all right.
bad. Trying to sort out this
You're,
camera. Keeps
you're just
dropping.
you're on your way home, are you, from a job?
Yeah, no, I just literally came back from the gym. I was
Oh,
trying to
all
get
right,
back
fair.
into. I've just pulled over in a car park.
Well, mate, I mean, is now a good time? I mean, we could
Yeah, yeah. Now,
really.
now's good. No, no, you're fine, mate. No, that's all good. Thought I'd just squeeze
Oh.
gym in before.
Where do you go? Where do you train?
Anytime fitness.
Oh, right, yeah. I guess that was
There's one in Felix though.
yeah, they're good gyms. I'm at a pure gym, but like you can't
Yeah.
beat 24-hour gym anywhere.
Yeah, nah, it's ideal to be fair. It gets a little bit busy at this sort of time, people coming back from sort of work and that. But if you get in there just about 4 o'clock, you're fine to be fair.
Yeah, I never go at this time because it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like I can see, I don't know if you, I used to go to any time back in the day, but so I don't know what it's like now, but on the Pure Gym apps, you can see like when the peaks are and when the
Oh,
spikes
really?
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see around sort of like 5 to like 7 o'clock, it's just like right up here, like so many people. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
No
never
chance.
going then.
Yeah, it does get
Yeah.
busy.
Well, mate, firstly, buddy, I really appreciate you carving out the time to jump on this call with me. It's very much appreciated. Um,
No worries.
just for anyone that might be watching this in the future, would you mind just introducing yourself quickly, like what position you were doing or are doing?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was working for a company sort of in the renewable industry, um, as an electrician. So I've been there 5 years. Sort of mostly sort of maintaining, commissioning, installing all renewable systems, so solar, EV, batteries, um, and then just doing sort of normal domestic sort of electrical work as well on the side.
Yeah, yeah. And how did you come about finding B automation and what we do?
Yeah, so I saw you on Instagram. So I think I saw
Okay.
like a few reels, um, and then I signed up for like the free stuff that you had out there on school and sort of
Yeah,
worked through. I think I watched you done like a free, you had like a video for the schematic stuff,
yeah.
it's quite a long video. I just sort of going through that. I think it was like a webinar you done. So I sort of sat down and went through all of that, and then just sort of yeah, I got really interested in that sort of work, or controls, and sort of went from there really.
And how long ago was that?
That was probably oh, let's say like 2 3 months ago, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah, it was about that, wasn't it? Yeah. And what was your goal? Like cast your mind back. Like what was your goal back then and sort of what did you want help with achieving?
Yeah, I think back then I didn't really have sort of like a clear goal. I just wanted to get into the sort of the industry, sort of help with sort of finding a path into sort of the controls and automation industry. And sort of that's when you came in and then sort of helped me with that sort of side of
Yeah,
things.
yeah, okay. I'm just remembering myself, mate. So it was really like transitioning from doing electrician work, like what you
Yeah,
were doing renewables and progressing your career really into controls and
yeah,
automation and the engineering
yeah,
side.
essentially, yeah, yeah, that's it. Just sort of had a I found it more interesting sort of work, um, more theory with it as well. Just, I think I prefer that side of it. Um, yeah, I just enjoyed learning about it all.
What was um what was the driver for you? Like why were you that was had you had enough of what you were doing or you just wanted to change? Like what was
Yeah,
it that sort of motivated you?
yeah, I think it was mostly that. It was just obviously being with a company for 5 years, doing the same sort of thing each day. Not really challenging myself too much. I think it was just trying to find something that was really going to challenge me sort of technically. Um, and sort of that is, yeah, why I wanted to go into that. Um, it's just to have more like a specialism within something as well. Obviously, not as many people, do controls compared to solo, where there's so many people who do it now. It's not as much of a
Yeah.
niche as what it like once was. When I first started, it was a bit more of a niche, and now it's just sort of any electrician's doing it.
And had you tried at all like progressing into controls and automation or going down like a more engineering path before joining the program?
No, not before joining the program. No, um, yeah, never really sort of. I never really realised there was this whole other sort of industry of
Right.
controls and automation before until I saw your videos and then got like a real interest for it. Yeah, I never really knew, to be honest.
Because mate, you like in quite a short space of time, you've gone from kind of discovering what we do or what we did or what we did, what we do, um,
Y-
from going through some of the free stuff to making a decision to invest and commit to the program and then which we get to in a second, like, actually getting offers from engineering companies. Like
Yeah.
that's that's just really, in my experience, quite rare. And hats off to you, mate, because not many people operate and make decisions as quickly as that. Like they put things off, and I'm just interested to
Mm.
understand like why did you act so quickly? And like you're a young guy as well. Like you've got time.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I just sort of thought I may as well, yeah, get involved now while I am young, and then sort of then I've got a long career ahead of me where I can sort of get into that industry. Just to, yeah, I don't know really. Obviously I wanted to act quick as well because I've had the whole. Obviously I'm going traveling as well. That was another aspect to it.
Yeah.
So that sort of pushed me along a bit more. Um, yeah, so I think it was yeah down to that really as well.
What was it that like made you decide to go ahead with the program in the end? Can you remember?
Yeah, so I think just obviously you sort of sat me down and we talked through everything that was involved with it. Um, obviously you've got all the schematics, the control. You go through all the control panel, how to build it, the design, and just the amount of like information there and detail. Um, and obviously you provide that sort of one-to-one as well, like coaching. Um, it's just a no-brainer really to do it. It was just yeah, I just I thought if I didn't do it, I'd have that regret. What if I did do it, sort of thing. So yeah, no, I had to.
Because sorry, mate, cut you off. Go
No,
on.
no, you go ahead, mate. No, you go ahead.
Because yeah, I remember back to that initial call that we had, and you know, fair enough. Like there was a little bit of hesitancy there, and you you made initial sort of like refundable down payment, and then took a bit of time to think about it. You're on holiday, weren't you? And
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
took a couple of days to think about it. And I was like, is he gonna go with this or is he gonna ask me for a refund? And so what were you thinking about within those like 2 days? What were you thinking about and what made you go with it in the end?
yeah. I think obviously, yeah, I was just a bit hesitant. Like, obviously, investing that amount of money, um, and obviously, I didn't really know you that well at the time, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I could see all like the amount of like stuff you had involved in the course, but it's just you just never know, sort of thing. So it just took me a few days to I actually was speaking to my missus as well, and she was pushing me to do it as well. She was saying, you've been doing it in your own time, you've been trying to learn about this sort of thing, so you might as well just take the leap and go for it because that's sort of the path you want to take. So you might as well just go for it in the end. You don't have any
And
regrets.
and did you had you or before had you ever invested in like an online program like this before?
No, no, never. never know, not
Yeah.
really. Just
So
always free sort of content, just YouTube videos and stuff. But yeah, no, not to that extent.
do you think that contributed then to, part of where that hesitancy was coming from, would you say?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think so. Um, yeah, I think obviously as well being young, like not having tons of money behind me as well, but I could see it was going to be a good investment. Um, it's only going to help me in the future.
Well, mate, I mean, I'm so glad you made that decision because like we basically when you came on board, we were like, do you remember? We were like, right, because you've got like you want to go traveling. When is it? In March next year?
Much, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And because there was you had to work a fairly, what was it, 5 week notice?
yeah. 5 weeks, yeah,
So we were like, right, let's get to work, and we set ourselves a challenge of beating Mo's time, didn't we?
yeah,
Of getting an offer. Mo did it in 7 weeks, so we were like, right, let's get to work. Let's try and beat that. And you were game for it. I was like, yes, let's do this.
yeah.
Um, and we were, I think, 1 week short, weren't we? We missed out by 1 week.
Yeah, it was one way, yeah, nearly
So I
there.
mean, yeah, we almost got there. I think to be fair, Mo was a little bit lucky,
Yeah,
perhaps. I mean, obviously he put the work in as well, just like you. But there's obviously a bit of luck involved with these things. But yeah, mate, just talk talk through, yeah, how that offer came about. And it was about, I'm right in saying it was about 8 weeks from starting, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah. It was, yeah. So obviously, you helped me with my CV. We sort of went back and forth with that. Um, and that was another thing, really, just like the help you gave me with that structuring the CV. Um, that really helped. Like all the jobs that I applied for, the two that gave me the offer both said that, it really stood out the CV. Um, and yeah, just off the back of that, so I sent my CV. I think it was for Indeed. One of them was, and then I can't quite remember the other one. Um, and they got back to me sort of, I think within a few days after applying for both the jobs, um, just with an interview straight away. Um, and obviously, yeah, so I went to the first interview with an engineering company that sort of specialised in pumps, sort of more industrial. And the interview went really well. They were really nice. And I think they gave me a call actually or the email 2 days later with a job offer. And then that's why I spoke to you and told you all about it and sort of
Yeah.
was buzzing with that. And then I still obviously had an interview lined up for the other job, which is also more industrial as well. And yeah, I went for that interview. That interview went really well. Um, and then they actually called me the next day and offered the job as well.
Yes, mate. Yes. Yeah, mate. I mean, you absolutely smashed it. Like fair play, but like well deserved. You
Yeah,
put in the work. Like that's the thing. You just, people don't get these opportunities without putting in the work and earning it and deserving it, of which you did, mate. And so yeah, hats off to you. Um,
appreciate it.
so now where you at now then? What's the plan? Because yeah,
Yeah,
what did you do?
yeah. So obviously with the traveling situation in March, and the 5 week notice, that wasn't something I wasn't aware when I first spoke to you, I thought it was a lot less of a notice period than that. Um, obviously the way it sort of fall with the obviously being off sort of in the Christmas period as well, I wouldn't have actually started the new job till sort of the middle of March. Sorry, middle
Yeah,
of middle of January.
that was it.
Um,
Yeah,
I think that was just playing on sort of the back of my mind, like just the thought of obviously going to that company and then sort of shutting that avenue when I sort of would leave eventually to go traveling. Obviously, not only being there for 2 months or so, I just thought that was a bit unfair. on them. Um, but I mean, I was honest with them in the end. I spoke to the second company, and actually said like I'm going to be going traveling, and then he called me and said, when you get back, we'll sort something out. You can call me, and we'll look to get you involved in the team. If it's been a little while, then he said obviously we'll organise another interview again. But he said like we really liked you in the interview, and the manager there was sort of keen to get you on board. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do when I get back. Is obviously give him a call and go from there.
Do you which role would you have chosen? The first one or the second one?
I would have actually chose the second one to be fair.
Right.
So um, yeah, they're a really good company. They just sort of the opportunities you could get there. Um, like you can go on to do sort of PLCs, work in that team, and you can do like a 6 month sabbatical. So you could go work within that. If you didn't like it, then you could go back to sort
Oh,
of your
really?
existing role. Yeah, so they had all that, and you sort of could specialize in VFDs and all sorts. You could do that for 6 months again. If you didn't like it, then you could go back to your original role. So there's like plenty of opportunities there. Um, so yeah, it's good that they said to me when you get back, just give us a call and we'll sort something
That's
out.
brilliant.
Yeah.
And so it was the deciding factor for you then, like in choosing the first one or the second one, was it just down to like different opportunities, more progression? Was
Yeah.
that really what it came down to?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It was just they're a bigger company, the second one, and they're just it's just so many more opportunities there. And just speaking to like the manager in the interview, he's been there like years, like 17 years, and then another guy there has been there like 25 years. So you can tell it's like a good company to work for if they're going to stay there that long. Um,
Yeah,
Nothing like against the first company I went for. They were really good as well. Um, just didn't seem like there was the same level of opportunity.
yeah. That's fair enough. Makes sense. Um, so then what? So you fair play, mate. I mean, that's commendable. It probably well, it wouldn't have been entirely fair, to sort of join a company and then only be there for a month and then
Yeah,
go
yeah,
traveling. So like, you know, hats off to you for being upfront and honest with them. So what? How did things then go? And what you're doing now, like with your existing company, till you go traveling? Like, what's the situation now?
yeah. So essentially, so it's looking to start in January. It's kind of like being self-employed, but you're still employed, but it's kind of like a price per job sort of scheme. So it's you just get paid sort of per job you do. So obviously, the more
So
jobs you
sorry,
do,
mate. Did you have a conversation then with your
yeah,
existing employer, and how did that go? What did you say?
yeah. So essentially, um, obviously they were under the impression that I was going to be leaving, because I did hand my notice in, and I was looking to go sort of because I think it was after I got offered the first job, I spoke to you, and then I handed my notice in sort of the following day. Before I had that job,
Didn't hang about.
before I had the interview with the second company, um, and I was obviously at the point, I was looking to go, and I told the company, they were a bit surprised, and then obviously in the end, it didn't work out, and I sort of I said to him like, it's probably best for me to stay at this moment in time because I'm going to go traveling in March. So I was honest with them, sort of the
Hmm.
situation going traveling, and I just said, well, could I go on to this scheme basically where you get paid per job, um, kind of like a subby, but you've still got the perks of being employed. You still got your holiday and everything, your sick pay
Yeah.
up. Um, but it's just a chance just to get a bit more money before I go traveling as well. So build that up and then have a bit more when I go out.
So it's given you leverage to, yeah, basically
Yeah,
increase your pay. That's good.
yeah,
Would you say then that the program helped you, Rory?
yeah, 100%. Because yeah, now like I've got a clear, a clear goal, a clear path, um, what I want to be doing, and obviously I've developed like a skill set now that I've got for for life essentially. Um, before I wouldn't have a clue how to read schematics, um, or how to build control panels, and the design element of it as well. So I've got that behind me. And it's just, yeah, it's obviously with the help with all the the career stuff with the CV, um, how to do that, and then how to sort of target that to a specific sort of job, um, cater that to a specific job. Um, yeah, all of that has been like super, helpful, and that's something I'm going to have now, like going forward.
What is your plan? Like when you don't really know how long you're going traveling for at the moment, I presume.
No, yeah, no, I haven't really got. We've literally got like a one-way flight, so
Right.
yeah, we've got no idea how long we're going to be. But I've been, I'd say me and my missus, we did apply for some jobs in New Zealand. So I've applied for like a electrical maintenance job on ski slopes, which is all sort of control panels and AC and DC drives. Um, so yeah, I've sent that in. So I'm hoping to get a response for that. Uh,
What do you think when you if and when you come back, what do you think you'll do? Do you think you'll find a similar role to well even go with that um
yeah,
company that yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I'm either gonna go for that company that's offered me a position, or if not, I mean, there's plenty of opportunities out there for similar companies. But yeah, just looking to get involved with that, the sort of the controls, and yeah, really go down that route and get more experience.
And what would you say the program helped you with the most? Like if you had to pick like one or two things.
Yeah. Um, I would say obviously the technical aspect of it. So like I said, I had no prior experience with that. Um, being in domestic, the renewables industry. So probably the technical aspect, the schematics, um, and then just the whole like career and your CV. Yeah, I think the CV was a big one to be fair. So like I said, that really stood out for the employers. Like all of them said it. Um, so yeah, I appreciate that. That was
It's all right.
a
If you like, what would you say if someone's sort of considering joining the program? What would you say to them?
yeah. I'd say if it's something you really want to do, um, and you've got a passion for it, um, then definitely do it. Like if you're willing to put the work in, then you're gonna reap the rewards essentially. You've just got to put that work in. Um, just be determined, to do it.
I mean, it's a cliche, isn't it? Like do the work, but that's that's just such a big part of it. Just do the work and get
Yeah,
through it, and just keep taking one step after the other, and it's just a matter of time. If you're willing to put in the work over a period of time and be patient, like there's
yeah,
no, it'd be unreasonable for things not to work out, for opportunities not to present
yeah.
themselves.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Obviously, you got to be willing to sacrifice a bit of time, your own time, just to, um, yeah, after work, like go in and, because there's loads of with the course. Obviously, you've got loads of resources there. Yeah, you've just got to be willing to work through it really, and be
Yeah,
passionate about doing it. Because there's no point doing it if you haven't really got an interest in it. Um, yeah,
yeah. 'Cause you're not going to be motivated, are you?
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, mate, like I've really enjoyed like working with you. It's so nice like working with people that get it and do put in the work and are committed because well, it's nice having these conversations now, after you've had
Yeah,
two job offers in 8 weeks,
yeah, yeah.
So, mate, I've really enjoyed working with you, and we'll stay in touch, I'm sure. Um, yeah, and enjoy your travels, Rory.
Yeah, nah, cheers, mate. Yeah, likewise. It's been really good. Yeah, working with you. I appreciate all your help, mate. It's been excellent. Really enjoyed it.
Good stuff. All right, mate. Well, again, Rory, mate, I really appreciate you taking this time to do this with me, buddy. And yeah, like I said, we stay in touch, and yeah, wish you all the best, bud.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
All right, mate. Take it easy.
All right, Chris. Cheers, Ed.
Cheers,
Thank you, mate.
bye.
Bye bye.